My play today is Block. Shares rising as the company responds to a recent report from short seller Hindenburg Research. Block saying in its second response to Hindenburg since that report that 44 million of its 51 million monthly active customers on Cash App are verified through its identity verification program. Block states that 44 million number represents roughly 97% of Cash App inflows in December 2022. Now only 39 million of those accounts are attached to unique social security numbers, so about a 5 million difference there. Hindenburg Research claimed 40 to 75% of Block users were fake. Obviously a big discrepancy from what Block is saying there. And another key point from Hindenburg that could still be under question. Hindenburg had cited Block's reliance of bad actors and criminals as a key part of Block's business. Block said it froze 2.4% of accounts in 2022 through its security protections. Mizuho analyst Dan Dolev says in his research today that Block's response was a positive note, but he is still wondering how much of that criminal activity is part of the gross profit. He thinks they still have some questions to answer come the earnings call when we finally hear from Block again, and there'll be more questions, I think, asked to them.
There is no question there are more answers that need to come. But D.A. Davidson got ahead of this a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, in fact, saying it's a compelling short-term buying opportunity because they believe Hindenburg case is, and I quote, considerably weaker than the market reaction implied. They also added that Hindenburg's fraud claims were grossly overstated. Again, that was independent. That was D.A. Davidson ahead of Block's response today, Shauna.
Yeah, certainly. And I think resoundingly on the street, they are taking this as very positive just in terms of some of the concerns that have been raised from Hindenburg ever since then. This response here from Block obviously putting some of those concerns to rest. You were right, though, because Dolev wasn't the only person to bring up the fact that we probably will need to hear more when it comes to some of that fraudulent activity. The analyst at KBW was also raising some of those concerns, but again, had a more positive outlook just given the high number of active users right now and how much that really translates to the number of transactions.
And I'll add, Dave, I just looked for shares are about $5 cheaper now than when they were before the Hindenburg Research report. So that's sort of what D.A. Davidson's going off of there. Slow climb back up, but they're still about $5 cheaper than before the report.